Like this starting off bad already. So now if you're going to be led by the Spirit, you got to be led in the wilderness. Because you got to learn the lesson in the wilderness, because if you get led into the comfort zone, you're going to be a fool for sure. So you got to be led in the wilderness. Now most people, when God starts leading them in the Spirit, because the first stop is the wilderness, they get off the bus. They get off the leading in the Spirit transportation. They don't want to be on that transportation no more. See, you don't get it, see? Because you got to be led in the wilderness first. And most, they get off, so and every time they get saying again, and they know, man, I got to do what the Lord say, I got to do that. They get back on the transportation again, and they go back to the wilderness. Because you ain't never passed the test in the wilderness. So he can't go no further than the wilderness with you. Because you ain't going to learn it. You can't be satisfied. You can't be content. You got to trip. So get off the bus again. Because when you start to worrying and you start to tripping and you start acting crazy, you just put the first feet off. You know you pull that little stop for the bus stop? You just pull that stop to get off. Now you're going to get off now and you're going to stay right there because there ain't no more other transportation in the Spirit. There's no other transportation, my sister, my brother. There's no more other transportation in this walk. So you just keep getting off the bus. Every time you take you to the wilderness, you step on and you be smiling. You think, here we go. And then when you get to the wilderness, there you go. You slip right off again. And you just keep getting off. So you spend about another 10, 15 years getting off. Keep getting off the spiritual transportation. Led by the Spirit to the wilderness. That's where you had to go first. I know you greater than Jesus, and you smarter, and you all them chips and all that. So you don't think that's right, that you're supposed to go in the wilderness. Anybody do anything going in the wilderness? Now, if you ain't got in the wilderness yet, just keep riding. You getting there. Some in the wilderness, but you won't even admit you're in the wilderness. See, you don't want, but some cry in the wilderness so bad that they got to get off. So, Pastor, if you don't go on with this wilderness stuff, something's stand there. Because you got to understand, you don't change the way God set the pattern. It don't matter who you are, what you think you are. You never change what he set. He has a way that you might become led by the Spirit, because then you become more intimate. There's a greater relationship between you and him now. See, and that's what he really after. He wants this honest communication, relationship. He already know how you are. Amen. He just wants you to open your mouth and say it. Yes, sir. You just need to say that. Yes. Help me, Lord. I'm wrong, no, Lord. I'm cuckoo as I won't be, Lord, but I just need you to help me. That's all. I'm not trying to make no more excuses and try to counsel you and tell you how to do it and where to go and when to say and how. But I just want you to help me to line up according to where you want me to be. That's all he's after. So all he's after, to get you to humble yourself, to submit yourself to his plan, then we're going to go. Then we'll take a little ride then. Come on.
Verse 2.
Yes, sir.
Being 40 days tempted of the devil, and in those days he did eat nothing, and when they were ended, he afterward hungered.
Uh-huh.
And the devil said unto him, If thou be the Son of God, command that this stone that be made bread. And Jesus answered him, saying, It is written.
So the first test is who you are. Because you don't know who you are yet, see. You don't know you love you. You don't know you're the child. You don't know he really care for you. You still thinking the way you feel about yourself. So that's first stop. You don't know who you are, so that's where you're going to be tempted in that walk spiritually. You see that? Because you don't know who you really are. See, because the devil said, let's say you doubt you the Son of God. You be the Son of God. What? Why you have to tell me if I already know I am? That's first thing. You don't know who you are. You still around there like a little child trying to figure out who you are. I'm his beloved. He loved me. He wants me. He cares for me. He going to guard me. He going to protect me. He going to keep me. You don't know that yet because you tripping. You still don't know that. So the devil come right down. So you don't know who you are. Keep reading. What did Jesus say?
And Jesus answered him, saying, It is written, that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word.
Now Jesus said, it is already written who I am. Man cannot live by bread alone, so don't come trying to tempt me because I'm hungry. Huh? I already know who I am. And look, and he ain't doing me wrong neither. Because see, that was the key. Well, if you're the Son of God, why you got you out here looking like Job Turkey poor? You ain't got nothing. See, he do that to you all the time. He win with most of y'all because then that's when you go trying to take care of yourself. Because he always gets you that. So you got off the spiritual transportation again. Because he was trying to lead you by the Spirit to be able to trust him. But you got off again. There you go. So you got to get back on. You're going to get back on in the wilderness again. Because that's the stop. So you get back on. Because we got to ride in the wilderness a while. Till he get tired. Till you understand that I run everything, I control, and you don't control nothing. Now if you get too far from the transportation, see, because I know you're stubborn, see. So if you get too far, then the problem is you might not be to get back. Because you keep walking away to see where that step at. That's why I get on that bus. But if I keep going further away, that's the point, my friend, to get you to drift away so far where you ain't going to be to get back. Because you're going to get so stubborn, and then bitterness going to set in. Because, people can't have their way, they get bitter. Amen. They start getting bitter now because they feel like I'm being mistreated. I don't think this should be this way. That's real. That people do that with God. So you just keep drifting away. Because they got a little scale they measure stuff by or how it's supposed to be. I don't know who told you this was easy. Amen. I don't know who told you this was easy.